Hey all, this is Xenoxis, and this is Vampire Survivors episode 4. Yes, we're back. Very, very quickly actually. I still don't know why it does this whole thing with the screen. I don't know. I mean, we have it set on full screen, it doesn't matter, like, if you change it, like, because sometimes it's just weird. So yeah, plus VSX. I know that maybe we had it set too low last time, the bitrate, so I've increased it up to 12,000. I've now actually, instead of having the audio set to stereo, I now have it set to automatic with audio channels, because maybe that's what's making the volume low. I now have also activated it so the microphone, there's like a thing where you can select high, for example, you can select low, like to make the audio be increased on the microphone, and I have now that off. I have that turned off, and now I have 10% in volume or 10 in volume instead of 12 at 12 last time, because I don't want to lower these too much so you can actually hear the music in game, because that's the thing. Like last time, like apparently last time, like it was super loud. Like the music was still really loud for me when I was doing with 12 in volume, but in the actual video you could hardly hear the music. And of course the main problem would be if you would actually increase the volume, like your volume when you were listening to my video, for example, the audio from me speaking would be way too loud compared to the game audio and stuff that. So that's why I wanted to test these now to only have 10 in volume, to not have the microphone being boosted. Of course I have the maximum gain on the microphone and stuff that. Now I could of course deactivate like performance mode and stuff that, so yeah, it's still only two options, the blast processor or the other thing. Right, so we've gotten quite a few things since last time, because now if you check on Nox here, you can see I don't have that much gold left, because I've actually gotten more of the you know, the skippy thing. So I have evolved with Mars robe. It's still doing that flicking weird thing, which I think is become when it's not like proper full screen or whatever. It might just be an issue with that I have to select like record like full screen, but like borderless or whatever. Like maybe that's like what the issue is actually. And stuff that, maybe that's what the actual issue is, whatever. I mean, I didn't used to have this issue before, so I don't know why it is. But yeah, but if you checked there, for example, like now the Mirage robe I actually did very, very late, because I did a really, really bad run, the first run I did with the Babiona character. Because this character, because I did actually do the run where I evolved it, like evolving the Mirage robe, I did it with using only one weapon and stuff that, and that was actually pretty good. But the thing is, when her weapon evolves, it becomes really powerful. And the easy thing is, you only need a tracked orb with it. Because that makes sense, because it becomes like a perfume bottle, and a perfume bottle can cause confusion. I don't know what McCoy only is, which is a Tanooki, what his weapon does yet. Now this is pretty interesting here, because defeat 100,000, yeah, ental, 10-tal, 100-tal, 1000-tal. No wait, it's ental, 10-tal, 100-tal, 1000-tal, 1000-tal, and 100,000-tal. So defeat 100,000 enemies, which is of these. So basically it will give you the more powerful form, but all the time. That's the Kappa character, by the way, which is actually pretty good. Because you have all the Mille Bolle Bleu. Mille Bolle Bleu. That kind of sounds more French though. But yeah, also on the collection here, as you can see, I have 5 things still now. So we have Pentagram, got both guns, the Magic Wand. I could of course just go for the bird actually. Yeah, bird. And probably if we get 10 Cs, I would probably get the other bird. I would get the Shadow Pinion most likely. Probably dagger wand, and probably fire wand as well. Right, because that would be 6. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 if we took the knife. I mean, you wouldn't really want to ban the whips just because of the fact that you could have all the whips and stuff like that. But yeah, but shared opinion also, so yeah. And I mean, you can, yes, you can ban like stuff like these. Not can't be sealed. But for example, you could seal these. For whatever weird reason, I don't know why you would want to like seal any of these here. Like, I have no idea. You know, and stuff like that, but yeah. But if you see power up here, yeah. They get exponentially expensive. Like, I don't know what the final level of seal is. I don't know if seal is always this expensive, if seal has like a fixed cost or whatever to it, but yeah. So this is the Gavet only, by the way. This is of course the character we didn't get to do the run with, the CO2 character. So this is kind of wrong though. So starts with Hidden Knight Sword. What's interesting about when a space weapon evolves. That's actually untrue because he's starting, or I don't know. Because right, he starts with this weapon. This weapon actually do take up a slot, I'm pretty certain. When you play him, this weapon takes up a slot because that's not the Knight Sword, obviously. But it might be that he also has a Knight Sword. But you can also pick up the Knight Sword. It's just, you know, maybe I haven't paid attention enough. You can see the amount moon spell, the characters that have cleared it. Now, of course, as I've said before, like, it's not showing up the correct here. Because I know that I've used the poem beaten way more stages than this. But this was not in the game a long time ago. Because this was the Christmas tree again, by the way, that they added to Peppino. You know, which is nice. Which is kind of the character you want to play when you're doing like a no movement run or whatever, you know. But yeah. So yeah, Ignores weapon. Babioni has Ignores weapon cooldown, weapons fire at fixed interval when moving. So, which is actually pretty cool. So she basically dances and stuff like that. And she's supposed to be undead also. But yeah. Gets more practice every 20 levels, so max 4+. That's very similar to, who is it? Yeah, she gains 2% might, speed, duration, and area every level. Yeah, because she's meant to be. So, gets more practice every 20 levels, max +3. Starts with temporary amount bonus. But that's max 3+, he's max 4+, but that's more practicals. Yeah, and that's every 20 levels. Yeah, that's also every 20 levels, okay, but he gains maximum out of 4. Get more practice every 20 levels, max +3 with Cavallo. Yeah, all of them have these here. Bianca Ramba, Yato Cavallo, Motasio. Most of that, yeah. So we're actually going to be doing with McCoy Oni is what we're going to be doing with because I'm not yet tested out this character. Okay, so we're going to do that first. It's going to be the first run, then we're going to make an endless run. I don't know though. If we make hurry, right, clock speed is faster and like experience is faster. Wait, I needed to just check one thing. So you have no curse with this. You have 30% growth, no 35% growth, so you have more growth with this character, okay? 50% greed. The 2% curse from that is actually from getting eggs, I believe. Only 10% movement speed increase. Yeah, area temporal increase at fixed intervals. We don't know how often that is though, and supposedly this weapon also don't evolve, which is interesting. So yeah. Okay. Do we use the DWASD or do we use the other thing? So Okay, so that's like a defensive thing. Right. So right, this doesn't show up here, so you can see that all the wolves still what they look like. And I mean, it's really loud for me here, but I don't want to like bring it down too low as I did last time. Okay. I have to clock lancet immediately. Because I mean the sounds doesn't matter as much, I don't think. Right. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter what weapons we take, I don't think. Maybe. Because we need to make sure that we get the thing. Get 4 seasons. Yeah. So we have only 20,000. That's 7, okay. Now you can technically go up and hurry up on the mountain and get like the attract orb. Okay, there's the 108 boys. I thought about also banishing some weapons, you know, most of that, you know. But we will see. Because, I mean, if this is an area character, then we should definitely try and get, like, garlic and get, like, actual area weapons. Clock Lancet. We're actually going to try and focus on Clock Lancet, like, early on and stuff like that. Because, I mean, there are some weapons you can pick up on the stage. Well, technically only one weapon, the Mimosa. So I kind of know what we want. You know. I'll try and avoid banishing weapons now, though. Unless we absolutely have to. But I'm gonna make it if we're in a situation where there isn't anything good we can pick up. Because we know that we need Laurel. So yes, we need Laurel. You can see there. Technically the staff would be good. I would actually want to get the regular bubbles. But that blood thing with the duplicator is also really good. The main problem is, of course, is that when you go into the cave area, basically what happens, when you go into the cave area, it will actually spawn those more powerful enemies. They are basically in the caves and stuff like that. Now, you can go and also farm the Kappas early on, especially if you're playing with a character with a high curse. You want to basically just rush to where the attractor orb is. Basically, that's what you want to do. Now, this guy technically has one of those more powerful weapons. Because same thing like with Skeleton. The Skeleton has the bone thing, and that becomes very powerful when you have it maxed out. Same thing with the egg, the La Roba. Okay, garlic, excellent. Okay, that's what he means. It pulses, kinda. The whole area of effect, so it's not gonna be a permanent thing. And the thing that it has there, like that it's holding, is not actually its tail. It is something else. Oh, Summon Knight is actually really good there, but we're gonna prioritize other things. I think also on this stage, right? As I've, you know, certain things can show up, of course. The main problem is we cannot choose another weapon now. We only have one slot left for that. We're definitely getting a Tirgisu though. I wanna stay here a bit. I kinda know how long I'm gonna stay here though. Because this character is not super slow. The thing is though, we wanna really pick up like passives that are not the ones that are on the map. Pretty much. When it comes to passives. Now, yeah, I hope that you will be able to hear the actual music this time around. The main problem is, of course, if you cannot hear me as well. Oh man, Hollow Heart could be really good though. But nah, just get some more 4 seasons. Damn, this plant is really powerful for it. Okay, that plant gave a red. So you can see sometimes that happens in the start. And sometimes, yeah, the thing is, the reason why that ghost did not drop anything, like, or a chest, was because chest cannot drop until after a certain amount of minutes, I believe. I think it's like, it needs to pass 4 minutes, I think, or maybe it's 5 minutes before chests can start dropping. They get the other 2, so we have the 2 charges right away. In case we need to do something stupid. I mean, this guy doesn't have super massive health though. But yeah. The thing is, to know one thing you could do is, of course, just try and like focus here. Main problem is there, of course, all the options were pickupables on the map. And I know now also that for certain things, for example, I need to level up the side things. I'm gonna leave the music high there. Because the thing is, this music, the amount of volume that I have now is basically kind of like how loud it was for me when I was recording before, when I had the volume even lower turned down. Let's get the armor, because the armor is not on the map. I mean, I don't want to wait too long to go and get certain things here. We are going basically at the 5 minutes, is kind of what I've calculated. So, also, like, for example now, there's only showing 1 spinach. Sometimes it's twice, but I think it depends on when you get to certain spots. Spellbinder's kind of master, but I won't have like weapon cooldown. Weapon cooldown isn't super important yet, but I'm wondering if weapon cooldown affects when this expands. If that's something it affects. Because of course, the thing is, if you're running, for example, with for example only 1 weapon, right? Okay, so that's important to remember, that there is a small magnet nearby, because the big thing is, of course, the attractor. The small ones are actually called magnets. I'm pretty certain that's like the official name. But I do think that they're probably things that I haven't found yet. You know, I forgot if we picked them up in a run or not. Basically, one of the things. There are the clothes, but then we won't have the. Then we won't have the laurel, which is bad. Now, of course, if we happen to get... Main problem is then that if we, damn it. Because what if we get the candy box at some point as an option? Yeah, that's really bad now. I mean, we don't have curse, right? Nope. Yeah. So that's the thing, like, normally before, when you only focused on very few weapons early on, then it kind of became easier. Oh man, La Roba is showing up. Because we need a laurel. Yeah, let's get the Hollow Heart, because that is not on the map. Now we're only probably gonna listen to this song only like once or whatever, you know. And stuff like that, because this is probably the loudest of the songs. Yeah, let's do the Clock Lancet. Because, I mean, the Clock Lancet is really good, like, even if your damage is not super good. Now, the quicker we fill in the slots also, with the other things, like the better. And this time I'm not really gonna be afraid of like getting the curse things early on, you know, depending on. Yeah, wings, really good. So we're gonna be able to get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% movement speed then. Which is, how close are we to the... I might want to get a little more luck though. I think there are technically like, because the clover that was up there, I did notice that that clover seemingly only happens, or that clover... Yeah, I love this by the way. That I think that certain of these enemies only show up if you're in certain specific areas, right? Which, you know, if you know that, okay, this mob has like less health than certain other mobs, then you can like abuse that. Which is really good to do. Yeah, reduce the cooldown. So what is the other passive that we want? Is it Spellbinder? It might be Spellbinder. Yeah, let's get movement speed, why not? What is... Oh yeah, it's already maxed out, that thing. Okay. So technically... Okay, so King Babu will be able to evolve. The Four Seasons will be able to evolve. The Four Seasons, by the way, is pretty powerful when it evolves, which you've already seen. Now I know that technically if we would, for example, buy a shit ton of eggs, if we would farm money at some point, you know, and buy a shit ton of eggs, so we would get like, so we hopefully could get like luck increasing. Oh, finally that's a laurel. That's really good. Now all we need is the passive. Okay, that's probably not gonna be that super great, maybe. Garlic. Right. King Babel. So that's 10. In luck, so that's 50 now. I'm curious though how good the ghosts are now though. That they made it so that like candy box can like show up. You know, and stuff that. I know also that the super candy box, I believe the super candy box only shows up in chests or whatever, you know, but yeah. The candy box is pretty OP though, especially with Trouser, because I mean the more weapons they add into the game, the better kind of Trouser gets. Because Trouser is able to choose his starting weapon pretty much. Of course, the thing is, his thing is, you know, greed, because of course he's a merchant, you know, so yeah, that makes sense. The thing is, I really want to see another passive, that's the main problem, right? But if we wait too long with picking this up, right, we're never going to be able to evolve all of them. And the thing is, we really want to get that passive now, kinda, you know. Because normally you want to always make sure that you have something evolved before the 10-minute mark, kinda, normally. Now keep in mind that of course more area will mean that the thing will be like, you know... Okay. We're still getting no chest from the ghost for whatever weird reason. best not wait that much longer though. All things considered here. Okay, that's another level of clock lance. Set that's clock lance at 4. So right, so we need a Pomerola for that. We need a Spellbind for the book, obviously. Which I really want to see Spellbind before we take up the Pomerola. Because otherwise we won't be able to get the upgraded King Bible thing. Which is why I thought about like banishing things if we see them, you know. Okay, fine. Okay, good. That was good timing. Then we just hurry up and pick up the Pomerola. Boom. Of course, the thing is to level up the garlic, we only need to max out the garlic. So, let's just kill the skilly boy. Now I know technically if we would have waited until we used up our revives, which is not a good stat by the way. Yeah, I'm getting more of the health recovery so we can recover back our health more quickly. Yes, now it's a good XP wave. So that happens at 11 minutes exactly. Yes. Reduce the cooldown. What's our cooldown now? 9%. Areas plus 10%. Get Pomerola. Get garlic. We almost have maxed out the garlic now. It would be great if we could max out garlic now beforehand. I mean, also if we could max out the bubble at the same time. Why are there so many that are spawning inside? It's like, alright, that's a smart strategy. Because of the house having limited space, it means that there would be a lot of these snakes that spawn in here. That's really powerful. Right, and then they become reds pretty quickly. Just did I have to kill a skeleton though, which is a bit funny. More King Bible. Clock Lancet. Okay, so Rocket Season, Blood Astronomica slash. Blood Astronomica is not bad at this point. Divine Bloodlines. The Crystal, Senator Sanctuary. Okay, so it will double Pomerola, it will double the upgrade garlic. This is good enough. White doesn't show the Muramasa there, is a bit weird. Because technically that is healing as well. Get them to Tom. Empty Tom, so that gives us 45% cooldown. Keep in mind that if you're actually using the I think you can reach something like 90% cooldown, I think, or something close to that. Okay, so that should be. So that's garlic maxed out. Now I'm just gonna try and focus on the skeleton guy here. Because it's going to be guaranteed upgrade. But it's of course tankier there. Okay, so that's the upgrade garlic, Soul Eater. And this is gonna be the other thing, the Hollow Whisper. Boom, nice. And technically what we should go is just get the Metalgios first. I'm just checking, is there something in the, like in this corner, like it was for the other thing? There was something here in like the corner, stuff that. The question is though, does attract or black? This our area is 20%, okay. Because right, it's the metal go that you need with the lower levels. And and then it's the other thing with the clock lancet. But do I think our weapons are powerful enough already? I definitely want movement speed. Where's... okay, that's a... gold clover can actually drop as well. I don't think it would be there normally. Let's just make sure we limit this dude here. We're actually getting quite a bit of money here. Get the laurel, because obviously we're gonna need laurel levels. It becomes really bad when we... okay, 4 seasons. Spellbinder. I should have picked 4 seasons there again. Okay, that's our chest. Probably from that ghost. Right, okay, good. Spellbinder. This character is actually pretty good, but now it's actually pretty good because we're showing now more like what happens when you combine certain weapons, right? And stuff that, like, it's not always just bad to take like all of the new weapons and stuff that. Although I really wish we can show up the robe. You know, I might do it with the other characters, but yeah. But I think of course the robe is best with the character that's actually supposed to have the robe. Yeah, we're gonna kind of, you know, picking up the XP here though. Okay, purple, that's really good. Because there's a bunch of armor and stuff. I mean, we will pick up metal right. Then we will probably go and pick up also the spinach as well, because the thing I'm thinking is, of course, okay, we need the laurel and stuff that, but I do think that our DPS is high enough now that we can gain a bunch of like curse and still like be able to defeat our enemies, you know. Because we will see quickly, of course, if the curse is starting to get like too bad and stuff that. Now I don't want to stay at this guy too long here though. But we do have a ghost here. This could be really good for getting a bunch of levels here. Okay, kill the ghost. That's another armor. So we have 4 seasons left, we have levels left on the laurel. Okay, so we want to go down to spinach, and then we want to get the gold ring. See, it was only 1 now, instead of it being 2. Sometimes there is 2, but I think that you need to go there early enough to pick up 2. That's the thing, I think. Now it's curious though, how many like kills. Like, I'm guessing that you want to basically activate the curse, that we want to have enough money so we can have like 5 levels of curse in the beginning. But I think that will mean that we will start with like 50% curse. Which of course, if you pick up all the other curse items, like, it's gonna be really bad. Now of course, if you choose to make it so that you only limit yourself to 1 weapon, that will make things very different. Except I don't think that any of those characters, right, one of the character starts with like one of the character, right, one of the super more powerful character, right, that you need 100,000 kill with, right, he starts with 4 seasons. And the question is 4 seasons good enough when it's like fully upgraded? Like if we only would have that as a weapon. Okay, so that's all of those. Now we need to start moving up here. Because one thing we need to note, of course, is also that we need to pick up levels for the metal geos and the laurel course, because that's the most important thing to have. Because the thing is, normally there is also a specific timing to things, and you need to, of course, hope to get also lucky with some of the chests here. There we go, that was one of the eggs. And here's also a chest. 4 seasons. I mean, the 4 seasons will need the candelabra. Yeah, let's take the gold thing here. Hopefully we can get a pretty decent bonus here. And not make it run out too quick. Okay, that was a bad gold fever. Okay. Okay, we're not at 20 minutes yet, so... The thing is, the reason why we would want to like get a ton of curse right now is of course because then we will kill enemies more quickly and we will get more XP if we do that. Now basically, of course, if you, for example, would get the character high enough luck, you would basically get like all the good things immediately. The reason I picked armor there is of course that was maxing it out to level 5, because then it won't show up anymore. Okay. Metal Geo, right, nice. Yeah, this is gonna be an insane amount of items now because we did this, and sometimes this is really bad to do, because if you don't level quick enough, then this is a really bad strat. But sometimes it seems weird also with the crown, you know, and stuff that, like if the crown shows up or not. I mean, maybe we only do 2 runs today, but while recording, depending on how long the endless run goes. And technically, of course, you don't need to do it on this stage. Technically, it seems like, because it says only get like 100,000 kills. So I mean, the library will probably be easier to do it on. I think this is gonna be good because we left a lot of XP behind. Yes. Yes. So what's a curse? 15% curse. That's not too bad. Actually, let's wait. Because what we need, like candelabra to be maxed out, and we need greed to max out to get the Muramasa. So it's better to actually leave that behind and then go pick it up later. Pick a Muramasa first. Candelabrador. Because we need to max out Candelabrador. And we need to max out Spinach as well, I think. For the evolution. And we need to max out Green Mask. The chicken is basically like a full heal as opposed to the healing is right now. This attack dog is also pretty easy to get here. If I were going the correct way, we just actually go like here. No. It's not there. It's actually... I mean, technically chests would still be good to pick up here. We're not gonna like leave all chests behind. So curse is only 20 now. We cannot even fit everything there. That's actually pretty hilarious. Because right, technically right, like the more curse you have right, the more XP they give right. Or is that not a thing? I mean, it's more enemies right, so we should be able to level faster. The thing is now I actually want to pick up chest here. Just again, some things a bit quick here. Okay, we're getting a bit unlucky here. Okay, there's the purple chest over there that has died all the way over there for some reason. Spinach. Fortify, Disco Gold, Twilight Requiem. That's of course affected by Curse. Okay. Blood astronomica. Candelabrador. Alright, we don't have the thing. Oh, we're gonna run here out of time already again. This is the weird thing. Candelabrador, that's gonna guaranteed one of the things are gonna be. Right, because this is... No, we didn't have enough spinach level yet. That's my problem, right? Yeah. Because Candelabrador was maxed up on our spinach. And it's crazy that we didn't pick up the duplicator while we were in the same cave. I mean, movement speed is pretty poke though. So what's to say spinach? I mean, I'm pretty certain that we can still do it, but then we need to basically hurry now. Spinach, go. Grade is now... Curse is now 20%. Laurel, cooldown. Okay, that's still the same chest. The thing is, our damage is still like good enough. Because the thing isn't here now that was here before. They're like the clover in one of the runs we did last time. So it kind of changes on the map. And here's of course where you would farm kappas basically. And if you run out of kappas, you can actually go back somewhere else. I don't have it show up. I think we have the spinach levels now, yes we do have. So this would be a guarantee mirror mouse at this point. No, not guaranteed mirror mouse, but guaranteed of the 4 season leveling up. I know that we're not gaining levels super quick, but I want to just quickly destroy these here. Because that's the Godai Shuffle level 4 seasons generative edition explosion. Main problem is the kappas give very low XP, which is the main problem. Because the XP is not the same amount from all enemies. Okay, Laurel. Okay, that's a tractor. Okay. Now we need a silver thing. Because I think actually at some point we should try and not pick up the rings and only get like the Metallica left, Metallica right, and then try and focus on them as early as possible. But of course if we're making an endless run, it's not going to matter anyway, because then it's better to limit break a bunch of levels before we get like the curse items. They also don't want to get the curse items too early, because on Infinite it's basically like infinite scaling. Okay, so another duplicator. So that gives us how much amount? 3 plus? Yeah, okay. And that's everything pretty much. Yeah, we can pick up. You can look there. But the thing is, it's weird like how the weapon roll becomes like that the passive roll doesn't take over there. Because I mean, as long as we get the armor, we will be able to defeat death. So yeah. Get the bouncer gold ring, silver ring, metal go left, gold ring, metal go left, night sword at that point. See, that was because that was a lot of XP at that point. Now our curse is at 35%. So yeah. Because I mean, we're doing so much damage now when our area is massive. Our area is plus 75% now. So yeah, because Blood Astronomica is of course stronger with area of effect. So this guy is just basically Blood Astronomica King. Probably should have saved that. But because if we get more chests, we should probably save them. So that's almost a maxed out ring. I do think we have enough time actually, because 2 minutes isn't that quick. And if we get more curses, we should probably just, you know, like get curses as much as possible, even before we're like powerful. To get our tracked orb. Now our curse is 55%. Because right, they're gonna reach us quicker, and that's gonna mean that we get more XP. Right, but then we're killing things really slowly here. But it doesn't matter because we have a shit ton of health. We have like 291. And we got 2.2 in recovery. Metallica left is maxed out. And Metallica right has a few more points of it. Get Stone Mask. Get Gold Ring. That's Gold Ring maxed out. And I believe it's base area right on the other thing. But yeah, let's get the Stone Mask so we can get more gold. Metallica right. Silver Ring. Night Sword. Metallica right. We almost have all the Metallicos now. Silver Ring. Yeah, area is going upward. It's base area up by 5. So we're gonna get in a massive area. Metallica right. Max health, whole heart. Okay, so we only need one more Metallico level. Then if we see a chest somewhere, okay, so that's all the Metallicos we need. Now basically if a chest spawns now, we're 100% guaranteed to get the thing. That's why I didn't want to get too many more master levels. Or Dark Sword, or Light Blade, I mean. And of course we did get the chest last time, so there's probably gonna be an enemy somewhere that has the chest. And we're of course getting the silver ring also in case, you know. But I wanna avoid getting the last level for silver ring if we can. Because otherwise we could end up getting the thing that has the health, and that would be really bad. Stone Mask. Please give us max health. Good. Stone Mask, maximum. There's a chest. There is a chest. This is guaranteed to be the cloak. Yes. This means we can only take 10 damage now. And now with the silver ring in 9, we're now guaranteed to be able to get the other thing. If we happen to see another chest though. To stand still, random always. Now at this point we only want to like check for pulse here and check for a chest. Because after 30 minutes we're not even at. I know that chest can still spawn when death is here, by the way, because it's gonna take a while to kill death. Because see, now it's taking a long time to actually kill that and stuff that. So that's everything maxed out. Except of course, it's only leveling up the base sword now. Because of not seeing another treasure chest. I mean, this is doing absolutely nothing, I think. The question is, if we go to an area where like stuff spawns, if we go to where the capos is, where the capos spawn then, is the question. The question is there a reason to not kill the deaths? Is there like some sort of secret now that appears? Or is there some sort of secret? What is it normally? 32 minutes, right? To get like an arcane on the stage. I mean, why didn't they do more arcanas is the question really. Right. Okay, we're here where the thing would normally be. Yeah, that's gonna do nothing. Is there anything on top left coming up? Imagine if you could activate those portals and it would lead to something. And if we can, getting the attract orb would be really super nice. Though, so where is that attract orb? Oh, it's here, okay. Question is how much is it on the map? Because I'm pretty certain that we left behind right things to the south. I mean, we could just sit here and destroy them now. Right, because I don't think there's a time limit to how long this is gonna take. Like this could take an insanely long time. I just wanted to move around to see, you know, if there were anything special we could do. And it doesn't matter how many there are, by the way, you only need to kill one. Once you kill one, all of them dies. But yeah, as long as you have the armor, there's no way death beats you. There we go. Let's see, can we make it down the mountain in time? I never remember hearing this music before here. I'm guessing some of that music is actually from the other thing. Hey, Mr. Death. Can we still revive? Yes. Well, that's weird. Normally you are able to move after this. Okay, unlock the 108 bokeh. So, Godai Shuffle did the most damage with 13.4 million. Blood Astronomica did actually 4.9, Unholy Whisper did 9.1, 5.7 million from Soul Eater, 1.3 million from Boka, I think. Garlic only did 100.2k. King Bubble did more. McCoy only of course 9 eggs, because that's maximum if you do everything. And we were 100 level 123, we are 80,000, so we defeated 27,000. Okay. So that is the thing, so that's... Yeah, that's not even worth enough to buy one level there. So unlocks... I mean, I could just choose to like hide completed the ones we've already gotten, and then it will just be so much easier to read it. So you defend 100,000 enemies in a single run with many moon spell, and then with Mega made CO2. Now CO2 of course already has the curse from the beginning. So that's why I'm thinking about increased enemy speed, health, quantity, frequency by 10% per rank max. Like, do we invest a bunch of that into that already? Is the question. Because we need to make with either of that. So become strong enemies buff fixed interval, and that's of course with the 4 seasons. We could technically limit it to 1 weapon, but the question is, will that be powerful enough? Is the main question. Like, sure, 1 weapon is like insanely powerful and stuff that. And this is the character that has the curse already, that begins with like 50% curse and stuff that. The main problem with him is of course is that, yeah, he begins with a lot of curse. He has pretty high health, or decent amount, at 195. 330 for that, 330 for that, under 32 from Gain Boros. 1000 is 130, Pepina is 156. Is there any of the other characters that are tanky? Mina is tanky at 195. But yeah, this guy has also 5 plus armor. If we go over the original cast here, plus 4 armor, plus 3 armor, plus 3 armor, plus 3 armor, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 is kind of standard because of the upgrades that you have on the armor that increase the armor, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Because the power up here, yeah, 1 per rank, max 3. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then it's 3, 3, okay. 3, 3, 3. Yeah, most characters actually has 3. It's very rare that they have like more. Okay, Leather has a lot. But Leather is of course completely busted. But they're slow but they're completely strong because of course it has one of the evolved weapons. Technically this one has an evolved weapon also, but it's not as, tanky. This character is really weak, like max health. On Cosmo I always want to have both the Pomerola and the max health increase. But that has also gained 1 plus recovery and 1 plus luck every level. Gain 1 plus revival every 100 levels. Has hidden weapons because hidden weapons because it has spot birds. It doesn't have the Valkyria bird or whatever, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and it gains 1 recovery also, so you can have like super fast recovery on that, although the max health is not great. But yeah, otherwise most things only has like 3 armor and stuff like that. Of course, the McCoy only actually does have 4 armor, which is interesting. Now movement speed is 11%, which I believe is just because of the golden eggs again. But I'm pretty certain that the 4 plus is not via like getting lucky with an egg there. Same thing on CO2. I don't think that it's because we got lucky with eggs coming into armor. But yeah. So who do we start with first then? The question is, do we just power up here and hope that the new character is not super expensive? So 10,000, 13,000, 15. Oh, we cannot afford a 3rd level. Okay, so that means that we're gonna start with 71% curse. It does show in the window. Now it shows in the window. So yeah, we're gonna do CO2, 1 weapon, so that's gonna be that. But we're gonna be able to also pick up the other weapon. So Moonspell, Endless. Now technically Inverse of course also increase the max health, but it doesn't increase the XP, so Inverse could be really bad. Okay, endless. And then we wanna gives 3+ reload, skip and banish, gives 20% might and 8% cooldown for each active weapon slot left empty. Boom, and we only have one slot. So movement speed is really bad. But the thing is, we have like 185% might. Crown is gonna be like super important here, just an armor. We wanna basically make sure we can pick up the things that are like Tirkisu. Okay, so you can see already at 70% how much faster they're coming in here. No, it seems that they still have the Muramas actually, or that they have the Nightblade aside from this, because the thing that's coming from the top of the screen, that's actually the other weapon, the Summon Knight. So you still have like a Muramasa, okay. And that of course means that we need a greed to level up that, if that is the case. And then we need a duplicator ring, but we don't want to go north too early, of course, because now we can basically ignore the time limit now. Except of course, you might wonder like why not put it on hurry mode. Hurry mode of course increases the XP gain. But yeah, but the question is how good is Breeze gonna be at this point? Because obviously we want the area to get bigger so these effects get bigger, you know. I'm very certain also, okay, we won't be able to get Laurel and Clocklands, so I cannot forget about that. But we won't be able to survive a death, you know, so yeah. But not being able to get Laurel and Clocklands set, you know, is a bit of a... can be a bit of an issue. Wings. That's good, so only 1% increased movement speed at this point. Yeah, so this gives us 55% growth now. We still haven't killed those things. Yes, it's like really hard at the start, even with this like insane amount that we have of the other thing. Because the main problem is of course we need the duplicator to evolve the Summon Knight. And it's when we evolve the Summon Knight, I believe that's when we like transform into our beast mode. Which by the way will basically make our damage insane. Our damage will go up to something like 600% I think. Oh, it's rare that we get to choose it. I'm gonna choose the duplicate even though it's already one on the stage. Just because if the earlier we evolve this, the better. I wanna make sure we'll probably get Empty Tome as the final thing though. Probably. I didn't want to let like Duplicator take up a slot though, that's my problem. Empty Tome, yes. Because we want to... because the cooldown is going to be really important. We don't want to pick up the Master of course or the Nightblade. Because we technically have a Nightblade, so yeah. Hello, 20 after like almost 3 minutes. The main problem is we probably should rush Attract Orb, Because it's really bad luck. We're missing out on a lot of experience because of that. Of course, there were like a thing nearby. If I remember correctly before that we picked up, like they were very near. I wonder how often those flowers are like spawning here. Summer night. So what was it? Summer night plus duplicator. Duplicator already has the 2 levels, so 1 more level of summer night. And then our chest should give us the weapon, I think. Cooldown. Yeah, 69% cooldown is gonna be insane now soon. Okay. Another thing is, of course, with more curse, of course, that means like more enemies. Technically, like the enemy density is higher. But that also probably means that we have to be careful with picking up certain things that give us, like, that curses us. Okay, so yes, the luck thing can still be at certain things. Although everything is almost maxed out at this point. Because the fact that almost everything is maxed out means that, you know, like... Because if we can start the limit breaking really early, that's pretty good. Of course, the theory is gonna be to see if we can get... Because we have 50 luck now, we're gonna get 60 luck with this. So that small magnet that was close to the start didn't spawn this time. I'm guessing it is also random in torches, or candles basically. Yeah, so that's the thing that's attacking from the top of the skin, those are like the claw things. But technically it's kinda like a night blade. I don't remember if this weapon had a name or not, or yeah, summon night. As you can see there, yeah, random always. The main problem is, of course, if we gain a bunch of levels now into this, right, that thing doesn't carry over when it evolves. So okay, so it shows 10 now, but we don't have 10. Well, technically that's the level into it, you know, 10. Like 9 is what is normal, you know, so it's 10 into it. Make sure we get 2 pomoras. I mean, I'm pretty certain that we're guaranteed to get like the upgrade. And I think the upgrade will give us the new form immediately here. Yes. So this is called Echo Knight, Evolved Summer Knight, also generates damage on below the character. And now he transforms into his beast mode. Might did not go up yet. I'm pretty certain our max health went up. Almost now at 12. Our movement speed is now at 81% as well. Yeah, it's like insane when we're in this form. Because now we're basically like beasts. Yeah, I think 186 is still higher than we had before, right? Because I'm pretty certain that it's supposed to increase might as well. But maybe it was because I was running with Divine Bloodlines last time I was in the character. So now you can see now it starts at 2 there. But technically I think we already gained a level on it. So now it's just picking up all the stuff we want. And we're almost already at 10k like kills. And technically of course we don't need to finish a run technically. If we don't want to. And because all we need is enough kills. Oh yeah, that was pretty scary. Our health region is only 1.7 though. So yeah, the metal goose is really good because it's gonna make us have like pretty insane max health. So you basically want to evolve as quick as possible to get to go into this beastly form. And I mean technically, if we get the green mask, we can probably evolve the hidden weapon. I think. Otherwise we will need to pick up the Muramasa. The question is, would that be worth it at this point? The might is increasing all the time there. Is it when we take damage? Oh, that was a lot of levels. Alright, because that thing increases our evolution on like character, so the extra might we get is actually the character gaining levels. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. 81% movement speed, which like yeah, this guy is the beast. It's like hard like early on there, as you saw, like things are like super slow. But it's just busted when you're just running one weapon. Because the question is how much curse can you get before this is viable. Now the thing is of course the more we limit break, the better. Also this is actually like the longer time we go on the level, the more like obviously defeat the skeleton. Because this is guaranteed to be spin-outs then, yeah. Now the question is, do we get the curse stuff already? Okay, so we now at 60% might. We slice and we dice. I think we can pick this up, although this would be scary if we pick it up now. Because right, it's like 5% each level, right? On Metalgeo. And I mean, we don't have the lower else, so we won't be able to get it anyway. Unless, of course, we happen to get the candy box. But that would, of course, decrease our might. Because I mean, I feel like we need to like have an insane amount of levels into that before it's worth picking up. We are gonna slay the road guy though, because I want more we want more eggs. Yes. Nice. Look at because here's the thing, that if we would pick it up immediately, we would just like be able to gain levels so quickly with the other thing. And we're almost at 20,000 already. So like what? So it seems like it's possible then to reach like high amounts just from the curse alone. So it might be actually worth picking up curse, and we can of course just enter this way, boom, and then it this way. Let's just do skeleton dude. So we can gain one more mask level. We will see though if we will get the Muramasa or not. See, like when you're using one weapon, like you can get like one weapon to be insanely powerful. But the thing is, of course, if we get too much curse, the thing is like enemies. Basically, once you go over like 100 curse, basically they like double their speed, and they're already like double their speed, I believe. Kinda. Because we have 24% limit breaking. Or 270% might, 85% cooldown. Yeah, the max set is ridiculous, but it's just that the armor is ridiculous. And of course, hopefully, you know, the purple chest and stuff can just like still drop. Because we definitely want to get the divine bloodlines, like because of the armor and stuff. I mean, so we're gonna avoid the candelabrador for now. Because that's the area effect. We're gonna, of course, get the attract orb first, followed by the silver thing. See, now we get the snakes. Okay, the purple is here. And blue will. It's not good. I mean, it's good with those weapons. We can see some overall growth, luck, greed, and curse are doubled at fixed intervals. The character starts gaining 1+ growth, luck, every consequence. So they are doubled. Fixed interval, so if you have like insanely high curse, this can make it basically unbeatable. But astronomica could be not decent at all. The only thing that would affect this is the attractor orb at this point. Slash, nah. Reroll. Beginning could be good, but you want to have, so the reason why this is so good is because armor also affects listed weapons damage, so it affects the armor damage itself. It affects the, if you have the increased max health, which sadly we didn't get the increased max health. So technically right now the only thing that is affecting is the armor. This is a bit of an issue. Because with the other things, the thing that makes it powerful, of course, is it reflects back said thing. So if you have divine bloodlines with garlic, it reflects back garlic damage. So if you have it with like the lightning ring, as we saw when we did the other thing. Of course, this thing is really powerful with the curse, but we have none of those weapons. Sadly, none of those weapons. So we're gonna go divine bloodlines, because this also affects your max health. Oh shit, that's what I thought. So many levels. And of course it's pretty much like guaranteed to happen, and now we're gonna like suck in so much. So yeah, so that's a lot of levels. Okay, so we're limit breaking at 43, because that's the thing, right? You start limit breaking like really early on. And of course, yes, we're gonna lose a lot of might if we pick up another weapon, basically, because if you remember what the first card says, is for each missing like weapon slot, you gain like what was it? Is it 10 or 20% like might, and like, or 10% might and cooldown reduction? So cooldown reduction is gonna become worse if we pick up another weapon. But of course, if we pick up the Murmasa, it won't be that super much worse, except I did it on another character and it wasn't worth it. But it might be worth it on this character because how quickly we're gaining levels. See, you just gain the money immediately, you don't need to play the lingo anymore there. This is good, of course. And now we're heading to where Kappas is. Okay. And of course, if we do this correctly now, if we do this correctly, so to speak, I want to make sure. I wonder how quickly we kill the keep guy now, because we're still only at 71% now curse. The thing I mean is technically there's no reason to pick up more curse unless we want like more enemies. But that's the thing, of course, is we probably could very easily reach the amount of enemies we need to kill. We're at 36,000 now, and we're only like 30 minutes in. Now technically, of course, we could try and go as far as we can, because I believe once, yeah, you know, I think that might have either been our tractor bow because we killed so many enemies. They used, you know. So now our area is 6%. We have 304 in might now. Alright, we need to enter here, because we don't need to pick up the other thing. So there's only going to be one chandelabrador in here, I think. Yes. Another chandelabrador. So our area is 80%. We're probably going to take a pick up the sword then. Because as we saw before, this leads out. And what we need to go like this. Huh? Right, that's spawned all the way in the wall. Damn it. Okay. We're getting pretty unlucky with the chest though. So we're at 200. Okay, so we still have 288 might, so we didn't lose that much from it. Yeah, basically now it sounds like it's twice as fast. So yeah, we're taking... That is gonna be insane, the sound here. You know, I definitely... Yeah, turn down the sounds a little bit because they can get a bit too loud. Those sounds. You know what it seems like though? It seems like when I take damage that I actually reflect with the Muramasa. It kind of seems like, or quote when we upgrade it eventually. Yeah, we almost have 50 levels into the other thing. Right, do we have that many levels left on the sword? So you see, it 6 is taking up over a crossed out slot. So that's a good thing, of course, is if a stage have weapons on it, then you can still get more weapons even when you're doing a run like this. So yeah, now all we have left now is the Metalgeo right, Metalgeo left, and there is a guaranteed clover at a certain corner of the map I will show you. I forgot if we did it during our previous runs, if I did show you that corner. Because right, it's pretty easy to discover because it's basically a symbol over there. And what's there is one of the chickens Although it kind of looks more like a turkey in my opinion. But it's basically a chicken, an attract orb, a clover. It might be more that's stacked there, but those are the things I know at least. I do think our damage is high enough now at this point. Where we can just pick this up here. Because that means we are still at 70% curse with this. Because the thing is I was using Game Borers at one point and I was trying out one of the cards. Which is... Okay, so that's only 5% each time. Okay, and this is another 5% with cooling. Eventually, not the first level when you get it and it's one level on it and it doesn't act curse for whatever weird reason. Another egg. Alright, that is somebody showing that, okay. And there's another clover over there. So now I want to show the clover here in the corner. It's gonna be hard to see because basically you need to go into the jungle kinda here. Into where the trees are. Basically it's actually a bit further up here. Right, so it's in here. You go in here. It's here. Basically boom. So you picked up all that stuff there, and you can see that was luck, and that gave us a magnet as well. Okay, so now we're at 121% curse. I mean, we do have 308% might at this point, so yeah. And cooldown is this 77%. This is insane. I like it 70%. Because we can of course crit with this weapon, as I said. This is a bit sad that we haven't seen any more chests yet. So we can get as many clovers as we can though. So now we have 80% luck. Alex actually trying to go to the left here and see if there's anything. There's the start again. I mean, maybe there should be a cherry blossom character on this. Another tree character that is a cherry blossom. And maybe, I don't know, instead of like garlic, be wasabi or something. Again, it's a field of wasabi. Okay. And they should give us the other one over there. This is 100% yes. Lhasa. Okay, 3 more levels with the curse ring. And keep in mind that I didn't have all the levels of curse that I could have. Alright. I forgot about that with the Muramasa. That might have been bad. Because our health recovery is not super high. Our health recovery is only 2.4. Because it is draining our health. Check out the speed at which we are killing foes though. Look at that speed, like the kill count. Okay, yeah, but this is basically killing us. because we're not getting close enough to the enemies. Like even though the enemies are spawning like really fast. Of course we can heal, of course with picking up the other things. I know that is something. The question is it possible to reach within 30 minutes? Because right, if it's possible with this character to reach it within 30 minutes reaching the thing. Okay, so this is the maximum curse we could reach. We could reach 151% curse. And this because this character basically starts with 50% curse. But then we technically were at 70% curse. So I'm guessing it's actually a bit higher, maybe. It's clock now. 22:13. Okay. I thought the clock was more than that actually. But yeah, look at the might. Yeah, 612. Alright, that's an insane combo. Because we're self-damaging ourselves. And then our might goes up because we're self-damaging ourselves. And the lower our health goes, like the bigger it will be, pretty much. I mean, imagine, right, if this would have been with Trouser. My question is, what would it be? Would we have chosen with Trouser? But yeah, there's gonna be no problem reaching, I think, the... So let's see. Okay, there's a... Huh? We can make it here. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa, that's that. I thought I saw something. Yeah, that's a purple chest. Oh man, we got pretty lucky. Okay, so road greed. Yeah, we could see some would basically ruin us at this point. Blood astronomica affects the attack orb. That's the only thing. The halt XP gain, that can be really good though. Reroll. Oh, the fire. That's with alternative weapons because that red luck counts does normally not exist. Man, healing is double low. Yes, get this on our healing. Now our healing will be insane with the sword as well. Kind of feels like there would have been a secret here somewhere. Alright, critical chances actually going up with one of the weapons. And here's a bridge. We'll fish up with the cap. Wow. Wait, I walked through the house. Eh? What was you can... That's weird. Now time for the monies. That's gonna go down too slow. Lucky the chest was there though. making game insane amounts of money. Because we're killing things so quickly. And now I can understand like why Trouser would be so good. Okay, just like almost like 7.8k. But of course you would want to have a good weapon to limit break with, of course. That's the thing, of course, if you choose the wrong weapon, it's like not very good. This weapon is just insane. And almost at 100,000 and we're not even at the Blackbird stage limit yet. Let's go to the gold thingies instead. Yeah, but it seems that I'm like getting more curse was actually the right way to go. The thing I was always afraid of course is that if we get too much curse, won't certain other characters be like really bad unless you have a bunch of eggs on them? Is the question, right? How viable will certain characters be if you have like too much curse? Okay, so the clone wasn't here. It's here somewhere. Everyone picked it up. Yeah, that enemy is here now. I think we picked up the chest as well. I'm gonna see what enemy it becomes at 30 minutes though. I'm really curious, you know. Because you should like random water waves, like what enemies we get. I don't think I ever checked what was over here to the right. I know that one of these buildings were like the coffin building. I think this was the coffin building, right? Yeah. Yeah, this was the coffin building. And we went like here, and then we went here, right? And it was here in the middle. That's where the coffin was. The coffin building. Yeah, that's of course the thing with limit breaking. So that 503% might. Max health is 1650. Now the question is, could, for example, if said we would have done this run normally, right? Because the thing is that, right, that making it endless doesn't change and I think pretty much in how much XP you get, right? So we could have technically done this run on the normal time, right? The question is, can you have enough health so that death cannot kill you, right? Without needing the clock lancet and the laurel thing, right? My problem is we would have needed to have it be 3 weapons, right? And then it would have been really hard to get the weapons we would have needed, pretty much. Yeah, I'm just curious what happens once we reach 30 here and stuff that. Do the enemies ever change is the question. You see where you're slicing everywhere. The thing of course, when we're taking damage, our max health is going up from retaliating damage. But I'm guessing the damage that we retaliate, I do think we actually do retaliate with some of these weapons, except they don't show up yet for Divine Bloodlines. I'm pretty certain that we are retaliating either with Murmasa or we're retaliating with the Sun Knight. Except, what is the upgraded form? Was it Summon Darkness? Or was it something like Nightmare? Did we check what's to the right here? Because we still cannot technically on the mountain. The fact that we can reach these many kills though is pretty insane. The question is, the more powerful version, right? That character should be this form pretty much, right? But the question is, do they start them with the evolved weapon? Is the question. Right, then what's their passive? Right, because otherwise could still be a worse character if they don't have the same passive. Alright. The job was just over here. I'm just gonna see. It's so hard to see here. Okay, so it's just to see. Okay, duration went up a lot there. Well, I'm not 37% might. I'm guessing it won't go 1,000 though. Think about how insane this is here, how much we're getting XP now. They're just they're not even getting close to us. We're taking so much damage that we're just gaining an insane amount of health. It looks like our health is going down, but it's not. But it's just because we have so much health. Because it looks like we're cutting ourselves and that we're just bleeding and stuff like that here. When I will start seeing ghosts again. Alright, so they basically restart the way. Did that increase the curse bar? Nope. And wait, what was that? Was that another egg? See, the merchant came back. It's basically like it's starting a new run automatically when you're doing endless. That's pretty insane. question is, does that mean that the candy box will be available? Is the question. Oh! Okay, so you can buy revivals instead. That's interesting. Right, so you could technically use like farm an infinite amount of money this way. Technically. But then of course it's gonna get too hard because the enemies are basically like leveling up like. I just want to check here though if I thought wrong, because otherwise we will be able to see the guy over here at the shrine. No, I thought they basically respawned the shrine guy so that we will be able to get like new eggs. But that's how do we do that? Quit? Yeah, defeat 10,000 enemies in a single run. Sorry, I did 200.5 million damage. Okay, gold down here, levels, enemies defeated. There was 70 levels of Muramasa, which did 38.7 million damage. You know, it's pretty decent, but that's because we level up very late, so it's called Summer Night and then it's Echo Night. So basically it kind of gains like a werewolf form. Now how much is this though? Ooh, interesting. It's not the same. Okay, so that is like... Okay, so the curse value is still the same. The greed is insane. 100%. He doesn't even have 100% greed. Gain 1% greed every level gold fuel less long or so. Right. He has like 30%. But it's kind of default for everyone. 15% growth, which is default for everyone. He has 50% magnet, which I think is default for everyone. He actually has more recovery, but that's because of the eggs. He has 5 armor, he has 30% movement speed, so he has the quick movement speed right away. So that's pretty insane. This is still the same cost for the seal. I just want to check here, did this unlock the stage again? No, there is eudaimonia, because, oh wow. Yeah, we unlocked Hell Knight with that. Okay, so we need to do now only with the hide completed. Okay. This just makes it so much easier to keep what we need to do. Okay, so defeat 1,000 enemies in a single round with minimum spell. Yeah, complete collection. That means of course that we need to still do these like reach level 80 with these, but then of course you could just like rush to level 80, do it in like hyper mode, or do it in like the just, you know, run with one weapon, use the limit break thing. Do that with all of those characters. Except one character has a thing that heals stuff, but it heals the trees basically, but yeah. But that's of course reach minute 31 in Mad Forest. But I can you do those reach minute 31? Can you technically not cheese them with like endless mode? Is the thing right? So yeah. So quick final run. So we should many moon spell. Right. But we don't choose endless this time. Wait, what is our... Yeah, we will only have a 21% curse with that. So could we afford one more level of curse? Yes, we could. So it's increasing its speed, health quantity, and frequency by 10% per rank. So this curse is the curse from the skull is the strongest curse. That's stronger than the other thing. The increase might affect the illusionary per rank, but the Omni in the game doesn't do the same thing because the Omnibar, or what do we call it, actually is the one that gives you curse. But I thought that this thing meant that you had like 50% like hidden curse or something. But this should mean that you have 30% curse with that. Yeah, 31%. So now is 81%. So let's go with that. Minimum spell. Go with the hyper version. Not with endless. And start with Silent Old Sanctuary. Okay. And now we're turning down the volume. I'll get the movement speed right away. The thing is, of course, we only have like 30% curse in comparison to like 70% with the other thing. Yeah, we want the chandelabrador. Actually, I shouldn't have taken that. That was a bit stupid there. Because we saw how easy the other thing got levels. No, but that was kind of correct. Because it's better to take, instead of having to go into the cave so we can evolve the weapon early. So we need to grab the spinach early as well. Get wings. So it's really hard to hit with this, which is the main problem. Of course, I mean, once the area gets big enough, it gets easier to hit with. And of course, the reason why the other character worked so well is because, of course, the curse. We got enough curse. So we just need to make sure that we get enough curse early enough. But that means, of course, we need to evolve our weapon quickly. Yeah, also need crown. are in the super powerful form. Oh, and then it fires all the time when we are in the super powerful form. And here's the thing, right? The more we kill, the more these proc, and this can proc while we're in this form. And you can see how much might went up there. Cooldown same. Cooldown. Projectile speed, I'm guessing it will affect this, although I don't know if it counts as a projectile or not. Armor, of course. I don't know if that's the best combination though, I might have needed max health. Of course I need to remember to again. So that's all maxed out. Oh. Hopefully this will still be 2 spinouts now. No. Maybe it's... So wait, that time when it was 2 spinouts, was it because of when we went there? Like maybe it's like you need to go there late enough. Because of course to deliver up this we need maxed out spinouts and maxed out labrador or chandelabrador. Okay. Get the Tegasu, which could be bad. Alright, there's an attractor over here. Damn it. That's the main thing, we are so slow. Maybe we might die here because of this. Get that, get the speed. Get the damage. Get cooldown reduction, get armor. Because we went faster than the enemy there. Which was the main problem, spinouts there. Okay, we forgot that thing, okay, like. So I don't know why it showed us moving slower than the skeleton at that point, but it might be of course because of the curse. Because I mean we went into these very late with the other character. And my problem is this character is really slow first. And of course gets super quick with move speed now. I want to kind of sort of kill it though. I don't want to pick that up yet. I mean we can pick one of them up because there's 2 chests here. Yeah, we have very few kills so far. This is actually pretty disappointing. But the quicker we can evolve, the better. We need one more level of chandelabrador though, so we can evolve it right away. That's the rough our chandelabrador. Yes. Maybe they should. Okay, so wait. No, but that's it. It might be that this one requires 10 minutes. This might be bad. The thing is, we don't want to go all out on curses yet though. Until we make sure we're doing enough damage. So there's an attractor over here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so random noise. Let's just hurry up now and get to the... Oh yeah, no, let's not get going yet. Because we can get 2 pomerols here. And then we got the red one, of course. Get that, get that. Main problem is, of course, is our max health is not very, very good. I'm still only 8 compared to the other character. Main problem is also that we used up our... I knew that was gonna happen. Me being... So what do we select? Hurry mode? Or is it just that we were stupid and didn't select the thing? Or do we need 2 weapons? Now let's start again. Because I'd see putting on endless doesn't do anything. Inverse of course gives more health but more like gold and good luck bonus. This of course gives us more XP. Okay, one more attempt. Solitary Sanctuary. There you go. Okay, so armor. We need to make sure that one of the pickups is the Tirgasu that we pick up actually. I'm taking Tirgasu now of crown. Even though technically we really want the crown. But yeah. Because technically I want to get all the passives as quickly as possible, pretty much. Spellbind is not on the map, so that's pretty much what we have to take here. Even though Spellbind might not be that good. But it's basically taking anything that isn't on the map. Of course, the main problem if this means that we're not going to see Cow in a long time. It's weird sometimes though they spawn the zombies. They don't always do it though, it seems like. Okay, one more revival. The clover might not be a bad choice actually. If we actually go for the Mermaster early enough. Because we need this. But it seems like he won't sell revives until after just about 30 minutes. Maybe I should have stuck here longer actually. Okay, so weapon cooldown. Main problem is now I want the last one to be crown 100%. And if we run into a situation where crown won't be available and all the other stuff, also stuff that's on the map, then we will need to start like selecting skip pretty much, because we have a bunch of skips, or we can like re-roll until we get it. Oh, there's the crown, good. That's all the passives we need. I'm gonna stick here longer now actually. And now we're gonna get the crown a lot here. I think we were stupid last time. I don't even remember when we used up the first revive. Because if you look, it looks like there's an effect that lingers around. Because I mean, last time of course we didn't choose the animals this time around either. But I wonder if the audio volume last time won't recorded because of us setting it low. Maybe it doesn't like change it back to like high. If you set it to low in the beginning of the video, it's maybe the audio volume that we set it to early on. Okay, this is good. The main problem is now we want to be able to level up the 4 seasons until we get the things we need for it. It's gonna be the spinach and the candelabrador, so we need to go and get those on the map actually. Maybe we should max out everything first, before we start going for anything. Wings, of course. I see, now it gave us 110% movement speed, but this is because we're in a more powerful form when we do that. So if we pick up wings when we're in a more powerful form, we can get quicker movement speed. Kind of seems like this is the idea you want to go for here with certain characters. So we cannot really go with any good of the cursed stuff before we like level up things. The main problem is they almost already match our speed at 30% curse. So it might be wrong for us to actually go with curse. It's hard hitting those ghosts though. There we go. Just need to get far enough from them, that's the main problem, right? this setup, it's hard to kill with this weapon. I think we're almost reliant on the plants here. Or like one of the plants at least. Because that one is usually a red game. Okay, let's not just collide with the whoop guy here. Yeah, that's the main thing with this character, like the max out is so low. Yeah, we should prioritize the other thing so we can increase max health. But how hard? Probably won't have been a bad idea on this character, to be honest, because of the fact that the other character really kept us alive with like having very high health. Look how much damage that skeleton did. It's a bit insane. Okay, and we don't want to pick up that Tanooki thing. We go get the right away is the question. Why did this guy have to show up there? That's like the worst possible location for it. I hate that it can come directly from the north and just spawn like that. Okay, I'm trying to concentrate. Oh wow, look. That was BS. Did you see that movement there? The mob just basically used to dash forward there. Because I didn't move into the enemy, but the enemy just, when it was close enough, it just dashed into me, and that's what the rope guy did. Basically like a special attack. Yeah, this character's just... Oh, we got really lucky there with that. Okay, we're getting a lot of levels now. So I'm just going for the health regen there. Chemicals now it's 2.1. Then we've dropped a lot of chests though, which I mean might save us. We still have 2+ survivals though. Oh damn. The thing is, I should have never gone close to the rope guys without killing them first. Chicken. Yeah, she can see us. Okay, keep guy. Okay, that's one more level of Metallica we can get. Yeah, get more chests now. This chest. Spinach. We need one more. We need spinach and we need a candelabrador. The main problem now is how are we gonna solve the cave? Is the question, right? You might ask, is that a dumb question? Like, no, it's not. Because you saw there on the cave, like, with every single character, we have to, like, tank in the cave. And the thing is, our max health is not good. Max health is not good. And we still only have, like, two things. We only have, like, two... like, what our max health is only, like, 150. We have technically one metallic piece left we can get, and we only have 2 of us left. So we need to pretty much get lucky here, I think. Okay, so that's... Okay, so now we have 2.3 in health recovery. I think that's the best we can get, pretty much. I mean, going in and out of the cave just to get the candelabrador won't be bad, because we need to just pretty much go straight forward. And we need to basically do it in the power form, I think, in order for it to work. No, that's the wrong thing to do. I know that there was a cave that we used to enter, right? And then it was almost immediately right. Because it's not this cave. Okay, we almost died there. We need to get the healing item done. Okay, so we almost maxed out on everything here. Oh, I hate that. Why do they have to make those enemies do so much damage? So it's just a hurdles, these rails. And there's no way we're gonna survive now. Because this weapon is so bad at hitting stuff. Now the master might save us, but I don't think it will, sadly. We have one revival left though. We still have a lot of can hope that the sword saves us here somehow. How the heck can we get out of there though? Reroll. Please the healing. Reroll. Healing stalled. Oh man, that was a lifesaver. The thing is though that I think that the Night Sword is what is saving us right now. Because of the fact that it's made like a machine gun right now. happening there. Let's get our tractor because this converter levels, I think. See, now we're 70. So this is gonna be, yes. We probably should have picked up divine bloodlines. No. I mean, we're at a decent amount of kills there. But it seems to be when it crits that when you get so much health back. And then I will in the super powerful form. Pretty funny. Super silent in blue. Except for hair goes white. So maybe over ultra stick. There's no clover here, sadly. Except all the plants stop reds. Alright. All the plants always stop red, so you could technically go here and farm XP. But I never thought about this. So once you do enough damage, you can just go here and just farm. Farm the pants for XP. Silver. And then let's go in here. And this is what we need to evolve. Here we do have one pipe left. I think we need to wait until we can go into the super form. And just sit here and heal up a bit. Try to heal up. Because we're almost killing ourselves with the thing. Oh wow, this is really good. I mean, the question is though, because we're facing off against this enemy, which is because feel like we need a duplicated in order to make this work. That's why I want to wait here until we proc the more powerful form, and then we'll just rush in. Because I feel like we're never gonna make it out otherwise. So that we're at how much amount of loss. Alright, we can probably pocket here because of the amount of enemies. XP. Now maybe there won't be as many enemies because we need to go eventually for this. Rapid frosting. That's really good. Okay, that's the leveled shuffle. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna see a difference here. And then more projectiles. Now we should easily be able to take out the cursing as long as we don't like do something stupid. For last card we definitely want like divine bloodlines. Oh, but we did heal a lot there. But now we want metallic right, and then we'll not go in because now we want to curse it up so we can get enough kills. We're over 30,000 and stuff like that. And we can move so quick now in this form. See, but we don't have the might to be with the character. First, we want to make sure that we kill the guys before we pick up the stuff. There we go. Okay, so 50% curse, and they're still dying like super quickly. What? One more level. I mean, this is still not going to be as much curse as with the other character. This character, of course, is not as strong, like might-wise. But it's going to be insane. Okay, 71% curse. I'm worried about having like one revival left in case, you know, how quick will the cape guy move? Okay. didn't even see it. I just died like a kid. I'm pretty certain there that the guy just spawned right on top of me there. That was a big issue. The guy just spawned on top of me there. I should have picked it up earlier. Because we basically had no chance there to react. And now I'm without revivals, which is a big problem. And I thought 6 curse already. What? Did it jump up that quick? Maybe it depends on. Please don't tell me that I saw this also giving me a curse. We're gonna go over here so we can get more luck, so we can crit more. Because that gives us the magnet also. So 150%, 150 is not 106% curse. But sometimes it goes to the roof. Because some of them maxed out. Definitely gonna make it to the amount of kills I think in time. Okay, there's the purple. I need to think about this really hard here. This is pretty good. But the only thing that would give us this is the attractor, but our area is huge. That could be good. Because that would affect the main weapon, so it will be more explosions. Reroll. Blue will is not good. Divine Bloodlines is also good though. That will affect the armor. And nothing else. The character gains bonus damage depending on missing health. Defeating enemies with, yeah. Because hopefully we can gain like an insane amount of health with this. And because we are hurting ourselves, we're gonna gain like more like might. Whatever it is. We could technically just go back to where the start is. If I remember how to find that. The main problem is though, if we collide into anything we're pretty much dead. I think we insta-die from touching an enemy. Unless we can get up our health quick enough here. Okay, so there's the snow. There's a chest. And there's another tractor over here. Yeah, this is crazy. Hopefully the order of the video itself will be good enough, of course. Okay, there's one of the shrines. Maybe I've already picked up the thing at the shrine, so we shouldn't be scared of getting close to it. trying to figure out where the start was exactly. This is just... Here's the start. And then we could just park there, I think, and just be still. Do absolutely nothing and we could win. Because you see we're hurting ourselves at the moment, but as you can see now, our max out is now 221. It has gone up from like 178, I think, used from this alone. I mean, our max out did increase also with the Metal Geo left 10% each level. And this must like a Thunder thing also, but the 4 seasons is basically the Rockstar flying about and the red things. Basically it's all the 4 seasons are covering the corners. So there are also different color symbol. I'm guessing the blue one in the bottom left, right corner, that's probably winter. So one of them is autumn, that's probably the red, not red yellow, it's probably the one in the top left corner. I'm guessing that's like autumn. The green one is probably spring, and the top right, the bottom left, that's probably summer. Then there's too many, right? Spring, autumn, so it's winter, winter, spring, autumn, summer, yes. Alright. I got a bit scared there that the Hydra was gonna kill us. But I already had enough kills, almost. Picking up some of the stuff here. Yeah, there was an attractor up there. But they're just not picking up everything from the floor, that's weird. Scared that the health is getting so low. I really want to get to one of those again. Get the chicken, please. I want the money. Yeah, this is basically money farm now. Look at the money dip. Money won't stop now because we're killing stuff so quickly. We're basically like nuking the entire screen each time because the base area is 111%. And yeah, okay, we're at 161 curse, but it doesn't matter. The question is, does this mean we insta-kill death? No, we're not insta-killing death. We're basically doing like 1500 damage per second. But look at the money there. Look at the money, look at our kill gains now, these last minutes now. I mean, we're gonna do the full stage. We can just sit here and gain infinite money. We're gonna get down insanely on gold fear here. But we're gonna gain over like... I almost wanna sit out this gold fever here and see how long it takes. Because I think it's gonna drop off after 30 minutes because then the regular enemies respawn. But if you're looking on screen, it looks like it's drawing in something that looks like brown, and I'm guessing coins become bigger coins, like how orbs or how the crystals, the blue crystal is worth the least, the green-esque crystal is worth more, and then the red crystal is worth most. And if they in place long enough, or enough stuff is killed in the same area, then they will become red, and those red can then be worth a bunch of levels depending on your level. Because look, we're limiting ourselves to 195 there. Look at the money though. And of course, the closer we are to the time limit, of course, more than our time limit, because this is just the endless, of course. Oh no, it's stopping. No, it's stopping. No, I saved it if I'm moving, kinda. Let's get all of these red ones here now. Wow, we did. Did you see the damage we did to something? We did like... That's insane. Where's the chest? There it is. Wait, what? Alright, so that's why. I mean, we will know for damage with this, but it's just pretty cool to get it this late. We could show up Mirage Robe though. Although we won't be able to evolve it, sadly. We might be able to, because there's so much XP here on the ground. But the Mirage Robe is not that good right away. Like, the thing is, Mirage Robe normally when it has a good character, yes, it's leaving behind the Mirages, and the Mirages can explode. But on the dance character it's better because then you can trigger it more often. And stuff like that, yeah. But we will basically need a chest now, and then we will evolve it into the potion. Which is insane, by the way. We could probably survive death if we get another chest though. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm making a lot of money though. Imagine like when we did the first time that we did like really horrible, and then it's going like this will. And like we're 71 levels into the more mouse, or like 33 levels into, although technically it, yeah, but you know, because it doesn't carry all the levels if you like evolve the base version or not, or if you get a bunch of limit break levels into the base version. There's a chest. Okay, so it's gonna be, there's the potion and it's called Eodeur. Evolved Mirage Robe. And this confuses enemies. What does confuse me? But this triggers these things here that's going in our direction. Alright, we died to death. Yeah, of course we were not gonna handle death. Unlocked menu. Okay, so with Good Eye Shuffle we did 164.2 million. Yeah, so it's not the Murmasa that is the strongest, it's the Good Eye Shuffle. Even though we evolved Murmasa first. It's pretty insane. Natsu did pretty decent DPS though. Mirage Robe said we didn't get to do a lot of damage with Mirage Robe. So here you can see here 12 copper chests, technically silver chests are like the epic ones, and the gold chest. Now imagine right if you could somehow see these colors on the chests. So that's right, isn't that? Yeah, that's all of the achievements for the DLC actually. Those are all the DLC achievements. Okay, so I probably could max out the curses then at this point. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 206,000. Wow, cannot be damaged but disappears after reaching the current time limit. Starts with hidden 108 bokeh. What do we mean with reaching current time limit? So wait, if you choose endless it's like... Okay, so max health doesn't matter. Okay, so that's pretty insane. You start with hidden 108 bokeh. And yeah, so it's 260,000. Technically we might be able to get that. I'm curious to use this character though to do a certain thing though. Because now technically what we want to do is... Of course we need to unlock the character to get that music. Because you basically enter this here, like time limit 99, clock speed, movement speed. You basically enter it with all of these turned off and then you face like the final boss. And then that gives you this, which is a new weapon. See the final works unlocks greatest jubilee, which is the weapon. And of course all we need is to do the arcanas, which give us the Gemini Arcana, the Tragic Princess, the Awake, the Chaos in the Dark Knight. Awake actually is like way more like Resurrects, which makes sense because Crouch is the character that has the Resurrects. Mad Grooves goes from 31 in the Forest, Walls of Pearls, Outer Bounds. Walls of Pearls is obviously a reference to the Symphony of the Night. But it's in other Castlevanias also that song, the one that plays from Dracula. But technically it's the one that plays when Richter fights Dracula. And it's called something Waltz, I think, if I remember correctly. Right. Yeah, Outer Bounds is that's the 31 Missing Yellow Tower. P.I. Lost and Found Painting. Boogaloo Evolutions. And this is of course just more rerolls with those. And then if you get a full collection you get Quincyba. But of course she has the what I'm guessing is supposed to be the like Crisari game or something similar to that and stuff. So yeah. We could of course get more curse here if we want to. Technically I believe if we would refund everything we could just get the character immediately and stuff there, but yeah. Yeah, not just found. So one weapon is the greatest jubilee. I'm guessing all of these weapons will be the ones that you gain from one of the cards. Yeah, Mirage Robe, yeah, there's 3 things that plays with chance to explode. And one Mirage Robe projectiles move and confuse enemies. Dangerous cursed weapon retaliates might steal hearts. And one Night Sword enables critical hits and combo finishers, drains health. 5 selling game projectiles, Millibolle Blue. One Millibolle Blue, Boro Ball. Projectiles can hit the same target more than once. That feels like it's a pun. I'm 100% certain this is some kind of pun. Because it's something balls. I'm pretty certain that this is something like balls, like not like bouncy balls, but actually it's just 8 damage affected by the difference between curse and luck. You can also have alteration and speed. If also a night also generates the damaging zone below the character, then it's damaging zone above the character. Requires max duplicator. Requires max but not chandelabrador. And all forces generates an additional explosion. And this for explosions, the amount and duration of blah. Also when weakens enemy defenses. Yeah. How much does it say about them here? Yeah, armors, did fix blah blah blah. So yeah, so I know that one of the cards will give you the like the new weapons or the basically alternative weapons. It's like receive alternative weapons of certain things. So that's why one of the things looks like a blue beast thing. Because here you can see the HP. Sadly they don't show you the XP they give. But if you check, you know, you have to think about like, okay, when it's cursed, like 100% curse, right, should mean like it's used to double like the HP, right, of like normal, right, because it's like, it's, what is it, like 5%? But technically is it that? Is it like 5% more HP each time? Because technically 100% would then be more than used to double, because I feel like it's way more than used to doubling like an health. But you can see like Kappa is good too. Wait, does that flower even show up as an enemy here? I think it does actually show up as an enemy here in the actual enemy list. And Knight does not. And of course there's 3 anchors. Reaper trainee, yeah. Demon priest, fallen serb, fallen blah blah, fallen. There's the stage killers, the Reaper, the Trickster. So basically, it's not this Reaper, but it's basically the Trickster, the Stalker, the Drowner, or the Maddener. Because I don't think it works towards the Ender. But basically, when one of them is on the screen, I forgot what's that you have to use a specific character, but that's when you do the whole combo. Like the button combination and stuff that, so yeah. So right, because the skeleton right has the highest luck. Where's the skeleton X dash, yeah. Has 130% luck, at least they're lucky. Because this thing will just miss absolutely everything. Of course, many are still cheaper than this. That character is interesting though, gain 1% might every level. So technically he's worse than this. Technically. Because you start with 87% might with that character. Because you get like projectile speed with this and duration and stuff. So he starts with the Nightblade. Actually that's pretty insane, that means that you can pick up 2 Nightblades with him. 2 Nightblades. And because of the max health, and that means that you want to make sure that that's the first thing, of course, that you get the thing that makes it super strong if you have 1 weapon. But then you want to make sure that the second thing you get is like divine bloodlines or the health regen. But because of the fact that your max health was so high and we saw with the other character, we were able to get like our max health to ridiculous levels. But yeah, so it's almost midnight in less than half an hour now. So yeah. I hope you have enjoyed this. Next time, of course, if we do another recording session, you know, we probably won't do it tomorrow, but yeah, we could of course try and cover these two characters, because I've already played with them before, you know, and stuff that. I could have easily survived Moonspell long enough. I had basically like 30 seconds left and then I died because I wasn't paying attention. Or probably because I got too much curse on that character, but yeah. Because now I've shown off this character, of course, that we were gonna show off last time, or that we didn't have time to do. But yeah, but this character is pretty interesting, and it's basically best with like max 1 weapon and do that strat, but it's actually very good. You know, like a lot of characters work with that strat, but I feel like certain characters are just too weak, you know, stuff that. Like Poe, for example. Unless you again about swings with Poe. But it might be that when you have enough luck, when you have enough curse, like it just seems like curse is just a good thing if you like build your character properly. But then it feels like boring just if all you can do is just max 1 weapon and stuff like that. But yeah, because it depends on the stage also. Alright, then Missing No has 3 skins for it when I unlock it. This episode there is no current time limit. The question is there a time limit to endless? The way if you activate it. I'm guessing the time limit can never be like higher than 99. Like that's the highest the time limit goes, even in endless. I think that there will be like a limit if you select endless. Because I mean, otherwise, if you just, you know, because otherwise it will feel that would be just bad. But I know that if I beat the final boss here, I will unlock the Greatest Jubilee, and you will gain out like a shit ton of cash. You know. Because usually it's meant that you use that cash to basically gain a shit ton of golden eggs on a character, so you can make any character you want like super powerful if you want to, and stuff that. So you could technically use to make a super Poe, because that's basically what I really want to do. Like I want to make like Poe really powerful. The main weakness of Poe is of course that he's like really slow. The weapon, the garlic, isn't that great when it's like the only weapon and stuff that. Even if you have like even if you limit break with the garlic, it's not that great. And yes, his max out is even worse than with the other characters, and yes, his speed isn't that great either. But I also feel like you would need to play on a stage where you can get the Pomerolas. Those are normally the stages that would be like super viable. But of course you could just get the Pomerola with the thing. Yeah, the art is so different between the two different ones. Like that's the newer art, right? Because the newer art is by default and that's the old art. I wonder why they made it so much difference there between those two. There is basically a cover, there is like showing more legs, that's covering up more, actually became thicker. Yeah, though, oh wow, I don't remember that. And here I don't think it's a case of this skin being older than this one. This is more like an alternative skin. Certain other ones look like it's more like an alternative character almost. But yeah, so this has been episode 4 of Vampire Survivors, of course. So we technically have now all of the unlocks pretty much from the DLC and stuff like that. So yeah, But of course we still need to, as I said, like unlock this character, which is 26,000, which I will be able to afford after I beat the final boss. Stuff like that, but yeah. I did 12,000 bitrate this time around. We did bring the sound to be higher. I used to have this even high before here, so hopefully that means that it will be less. Hopefully it means that you will actually be able to hear the game audio for once, because you know the game music is really good, you know. And if I notice that this works, then maybe next time, you know, we'll see. Because this time around I didn't boost the audio volume on the microphone. Normally I have it set to low, because there is nothing that basically that can boost the microphone volume, and you can set that to either be off, you can set it to low, then it boosts it by a little bit, and then you can set it to high. The main problem is if you set it to high, then you're like 4 times as high as the other audio, like the music audio, like then you become super high, then like then I could have like 2 in volume, and then I'm pretty loud compared to like I have like 10 in volume now I set it to 12 there, now I'm setting it to 10 again. So yeah, I'm just gonna boost these up here now, just because, you know, because I'm gonna change the volume back down again. But anyway, I see you all.